Alright. Let's see. So we've got... Oh, Bertrude.
You're unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is doing just that. You soon see why. You've observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Wolfred is around.
If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude?
It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash.
Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence. But they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof.
Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs.
No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas.
Nah, perhaps.
My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever so thankful for your sacrifice.
Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood.
Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping me helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks?
No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Even still, and through this new ordeal thou hast no love for us. Is that not so?
Bertrude.
Nay, we understand full well. Thou needest not further explain thyself.
There are different kinds of love, Bertrude.
On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They each remain silent for a time. What? Is there some kind of unrequited love thing going on between Bertrude and Sandalwood?
And she loves him.
You think?
He said there's other kinds of love.
I mean, maybe he's just talking about platonic love. Maybe he said I love you, Bertrude, one day, and she's like, "Oh." And he goes...
I don't know. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are. They act well on their own.
He puts away his pipe.
I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough.
At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood. It is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions of their long-lasting relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another.
The reason why I think he's gay is because she said, "You have nothing to teach me in that regard."
Maybe that, or I mean, there are people that are like not interested in
snake women. I guess that's a good point.
Well, no. Well, there's that. Okay, so
maybe he's demon sexual. Horns.
Well, I was thinking that, you know, when he refers to like the other types of love being like sibling love, friendship love, platonic love.
True.
Sometimes there's like the non-romanticized, non-physical type of love.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like maybe she's just not interested in not having a full-on relationship. Or I don't know.
The chastity, in the words of Hope the Swallow the Accursed, Those bearing the name of the Chastity all count themselves disciples of Luce Glorian, a 100 Mind, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. Sglorian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect for the rules governing the liberation cycle. The cycle of the rites needs to be respected to be understood. It needs to be understood to be respected, Sglorian said. Thus, the Chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, then they shall spread enlightenment itself, and all of us shall grow. Well, that didn't happen.
Wait, what?
It's talking about the Chastity, as in, like...
Them, yes. How they're supposed to be, what, virtuous and stuff?
Yeah. They're not.
Well, it all depends on who leads them. If they're corrupt people leading them, then obviously they're going to change from the original...
Yeah.
Intended,
That's true. I just noticed that, like, a number of the teams are kind of corrupted, you know. They were founded for one thing, and very much are not. The dissidents are supposed to be different, too, from what I remember.
Well, I thought the dissidents are just supposed to be, like, freedom-loving and whatever.
I thought the dissidents were supposed to be, like, protectors of the rights or something. Maybe, I don't remember.
Because if it was still going along with the freedom-loving stick, then...
Oh, right, yeah, the
Barker
Pyre
would be
Hearts
fine.
are supposed to be, you know, honorable and...
Well, that's because they have... They have a worm-like...
Yeah.
Deluge leading them.
Yeah, the withdrawn...
I mean, the withdrawn are supposed to be like knowledge seekers, but unfortunately, the new leader sought the wrong type of knowledge from Yislak rather than the scribes.
I guess when it comes down to it, the
Fate are still pretty...
Yeah, the
That's
dissidents
the
are
same.
kind of okay. The Fate very much are as well. Oh well. Anyway, let's get going. It doesn't look like we've got anything else here. Continue your journey. Okay. I don't know what it is about this game, but it just makes me so incredibly sleepy now.
I mean, it has nice ambient music.
Yeah, it's true.
Wolfert joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters, on approach to the infamous Isle of Kaelmer.
Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive-imps seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now than usual, sir. Drive-imps, ravenous creatures indigenous to the downside, possessing few passions other than a fast meal. Few in the Commonwealth believe these beasts are real, though the stories of them are often told in jest.
Though supposedly they can fly between the Commonwealth and here,
Yeah.
sending messages, so they have to be pretty tenacious.
Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the Essence were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we shall know for certain. We soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Okay, so we have the barb reef, rare fish for
And
catching,
the sharp shoal.
and vocations. So we'll do barbed reef because we need money. We kind of ran out, and I want to buy more stardust. I will probably sell the spent characters' trinkets.
Yeah, because you think you're never going to need them.
Probably not.
There's not going to be some kind of final battle on the other side.
Probably not, and I'll only sell the ones that are actually useless anyway.
A lot of
Just in
people are
case.
camped out, probably on account of the storm. Speaking of, we're supposed to have rain.
Yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah, I'm just always looking for any points we might have, just in case, but it looks like I already found them all, save for the ones that are immediately relevant to our situation.
I think more pop up maybe when you go to a new area.
Yeah, when we're going to a new area, yeah, but usually it's only relevant to the one we're going to. Alright, let's see, so let's go to the barbed reef. On an old exposed reef off the Isle of Kaelmer, the lone minstrel indicates that there may be rare fish here right for the catching.
You want a rare fish?
For money.
To sell it?
Yeah.
Oh, the Deathless Tempest. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now, You have some time left before you continue onward.
Fish for denizens of the deep. Anybody to talk to? The answer is no.
Nah. The lone minstrel suggests that the sport of fishing may help pass the time as you drift among the dark waters of the Barb Reef.
An old exposed reef off the coast of the Isle of Kaelmer. It used to go by Barbara, but decided Barb sounded much less formal.
Barbara? But who is named Barbara?
It's a dumb joke.
Barbara. Here, it seems, the fish are one step ahead of you. Perhaps if you keep at it, they will let down their guard. Or perhaps they shall not. The fish refuse to bite. What do you do?
Keep at it.
Rather than relent, you redouble your efforts against the fish. Hours pass. At last, your patience is rewarded, as one of the slippery denizens ends up in your grasp. You caught a glopgill.
Reader 1, fish 0. Can be sold to the slug market. A limbless, cold-blooded creature caught at sea. I guess we'll just continue the journey.
What were they fishing with? Because, like, Tizo could, like, dive down and grab something, but...
Sir Gilman. Tied to a stick. Okay, so the Isle of Kaelmer, one of the downside celestial landmarks. You are to conduct the rites here against Tamitha and the Essence.
A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing towards your wagon, here in the boundless waters of the Deathless Tempest.
Wagon?
Sorry, wagon. You let it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be from him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. He must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads,
"The rest of you better get back here soon, or else."
You thank the messenger imp for the report. Soon, it is all your companions talking. Don't you think he must be sad to have turned down the house? I hope he isn't sad.
Ah, the noble Ruki! He sets a shining example unto us all!
It seems that Greentail had himself a conscience after all. Hard to believe that he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury. Though, maybe he got used to it out here. Ha!
Tiso is happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution of the Commonwealth.
We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. That one looks a little crazy. Did you see its eyeballs?
Yeah. Well, it's the same messenger imp we've been running into every single time, and he looks completely nutters.
Your companions gained one hope for the next rite.
Wish Ruki luck.
Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kaelmer. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. Blech. In the distance, you hear an odd gibbering noises that sound like drive imps? Oh no, do you have to fight them off?
It doesn't look like it.
Or maybe the drive imps live in there.
Whoa, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking, You're the only customers I got. Got you again. I'm joking about that too. Because I got tons of customers. It's just they already bought a lot of stuff already, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I got a little something here, which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out.
He reveals to you a set of twin rings, a jeweled band and a runed band.
So, hi. Grants the bearer +2 presence, quickness, and hope. At the start of a round, briefly gain infinite stamina if an ally has Rune Band. Rune Band is presence, quickness, and hope.
And they give you... So, used as a pair, they're really nice.
Yeah, sort of. An old enchanting ring, never found far from its humbler-looking counterpart. Runed Band. The plain-looking enchanted ring, never found far from its more attractive counterpart. Think of these things are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? Heh. But anybody could probably use them, provided they was to buy them off me. Duh, I was gonna get them for myself, but anyway. Let me know if you want them. Alright, so they cost a decent amount. They also cannot be leveled up.
They're interesting.
They're interesting.
That's for sure.
But,
how much does your fish go for? 85?
Yeah. So, like, I could only buy one of them. But also, I'm not sure if I want them. Like, the presence, quickness, and hope is nice. The infinite stamina is nice, but like...
If it was for the rest of the round, that'd be really cool. But
that'd be absurd.
If it's only at the beginning of the round, though...
Yeah. Because, like, Headwind powercasts aura with greater ease and gains infinite stamina on hit for... I mean, that'd be nice, but I don't think I'd ever use that, especially because he's gone.
Headwind's gone. Ruki's gone.
I could sell it, but again, I think I'm mostly just going to save up for Stardust if I can find it. Probably.
Okay. It'll probably stay in his inventory, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to, like, have it...
No, he won't. Pleasure doing business with you guys, so, And he's gone. We have nobody to talk to. Oh, but we do have a couple of things.
There's something, there's a jar up in the right. Oh, in the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch. We waited for the deathless tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed. For the deathless tempest does not subside. What lies beneath the stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless through sorceress aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Soliamur detected there the presence of the treacherous aid who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last we did arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort.
We also have a tiny tempest, entertaining, but would unleash calamity if it were ever to be unbottled.
Oh,
whoa. That's amusing. Oh, we have another. The Isle of Kael'mur, in the words of Loose Glory and 100 Minds, the scholar. The traitor Kael'mur Ropecaller, whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the Star's plan. If not for him, then we, the Eight, would never have aligned. We never would have found the Ropecaller. He fled into the sea. Oh, we never found the Ropecaller. I'm incapable of reading right now. He fled into the sea towards an isle, which we knew well to avoid. 'Twas there, we think, that Kael'mur's tattered mantle finally did him in, among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Worrisome. Commence the rite.
Okay, let's see if you're up for this. The afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparations for the coming rite. Through all the ceremony, you realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw of her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the Isle of Kael'mur. She returns just as you are beginning to plan a search for her. Sorry to have worried you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. I had to go and spread my wings a bit and shake away the nerves. She's holding something back. Don't you get in my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out. Get out. Get out! Anyhow, it looks as if the show's about to start. I shall be on the field with the others. As Tamitha departs, you see that she is right, as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister Tamitha once again. You accept that it is a very private matter between them. Another creature.
Yep. Lord Gandroth. Star of the Serpent Titan, once vanquished by the scribe Golgothanian. Adversaries have extra presence.
That's what the rigid goal is made out of. It just looks like a snake thing with a really weird head. Oh wait,
Yep.
no. Its eyes are just really tiny and it has big horns.
Yeah. Well, I don't do Titan stars. I'd like to, but like, truly this game is just about the right level of difficulty for me. A lot of people have said that I'm beasting it too easily, but...
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kaelma. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual.
So
The
that's
adversaries
him
you
up
are to
there.
confront
Yeah.
shall be the Essence. Whose ever fire yet burns ere the break of dawn shall surge forward on the path to glory. Now
So-
prepare yourselves.
This looks like a real ball court.
It does. This is kind
Also,
I like the setting, but
Was
yeah.
that his corpse?
Yeah,
wrapped
that
up
was
in-
his corpse, because remember his tattered mantle finally did him in? So there was something magical about his cloak,
Yeah.
and I guess it killed him.
The winged exiles of the Essence take position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon asserts herself. Tamitha, come forth. No trickery this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Tamitha then reaches for her mask. You look weary to me, sister. Oh? Too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes on the night before one of these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The High-Wing remnants all seem very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Pamika cuts through the tension, her tone light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal then? I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades there, surely you give them pause. Even now they must be questioning your loyalty. What? But I... Oh, cut it with the stammering, Tamitha. It is very unbecoming, you know that. And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you propose to me. She dons her mask once more. As she rejoins the other exiles of the Essence, Tamitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place.
Oh, it was right. Okay.
That I would keep her up to date about our progress, and that she could take my place if ever it was time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused. And for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember, you can count on me.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
Okay, so they have something called an Ashen Coal. Ah. So they get bonus. So she flies faster than usual.
I changed her voice up a little because beforehand I remember giving her an accent thinking that she wasn't related, and it turns out that they are, and like, whoopsie. Don't.
So they're pretty slow, but they have flight bonuses. Actually, I should be able to shoot them pretty easily, given the setup. Okay.
Are those all the imps going?
Yeah, yeah, we have... They're in the stands below. You can't see them right now.
An imp audience.
Okay, so for starters, let's keep using Pamitha.
Yeah, because we can get up to level 3.
Next up, I was thinking Faye and Bertrude.
Well, definitely Bertrude, because we can get her up another level.
Yeah, well, part of it is I was thinking Faye, because we should be able to just shoot the harps a bunch.
Oh, okay.
Either that or, like, Tizo. But, like, I'm thinking of sending Jadariel up. At the next Rite of Liberation, probably.
Make sure that we fight Ignarius before we do, though. Because I thought that there was more story between them or something.
I don't think so.
No, you know?
No, I think he was just hitting on her.
Oh, never mind.
Just choose.
But I thought he had someone to go back to.
He does, you're right. I think I'm gonna go with Faye here.
Okay.
Let's see. Preparing to fling the orb.
Are her
Cast
eyes
aura,
always red?
Bounce. Yeah, they've always been red.
Oh. Is it sort of like albinism? Is that what being moon touched is?
Maybe, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with that just because there's nothing better I can give her right now. Or might actually be better if I give her this. Yeah, up to 3 times. Because I can't farm. Yeah.
Okay.
Chiru-sama?
Oh, I hope Pamitha and Tamitha make amends somehow, because my understanding is that family is important, isn't it?
I'm just repeatedly cycling the recording just in case.
Face us, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The pain and loss of your defeat this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homelands that abandoned you. Are you quite sure it has to be this way then, sister? There is no compromise here, Pamitha. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand. Then so be it.
Okay.
As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement.
Our struggles and our plan. Mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Plan. Wolford's ambitious plot. Okay, same thing. It's 42%. We already know that. Begging your pardon, sir. The imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now they offered a bounty in soul if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us. In exchange for what exactly? And where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, well, who can say how much soul lies lost within the sea? Feats of glory. Flashy displays of mastery in the rites, which certain types of imps are willing to pay to see. Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real, if the soul could be of benefit. Indeed. Then, reader, my boy, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now, let us not distract you further here.
So does
henceforth,
that mean you
feats
have
of glory.
to do specific things?
Yeah. So salute the imps, banish 2 exiles in a single aura cast.
Uh-oh. You're letting your guard down.
Well, yeah. Got her there.
Thoroughly banished.
I don't know what her plan was. There we go, a little bit of money. But yeah, 2 exiles in a single aura cast. No, I can do this.
You seem so distracted, Pamitha. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Words you feel that I'm owed, perhaps? Pamitha stops at this and reaches for her mask. I'm sorry for what I did to you, sister. For what you did to me. Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the Highwing remnants. Now no more talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from
She would be really good.
Yet here in
Oh.
exile, she is not
Didn't go fast enough, or far enough, I should say. Oh, it missed that last one. But yeah, Bertrude would be great for getting 2 in 1 cast.
Yep. Unfortunately, this...
Don't let her get to it, though.
Okay. Not so easy.
You're just gonna have to wait for them to reset.
Or I could, you know,
Just
score.
score.
I'd like to do it, but the problem is the little imp statues make it nigh on impossible.
Unless you wait for... Yeah, those 2. Oh, darn it. They were, like, just lined up.
I know.
Yeah, now.
Got him.
Yes. Someone rose to the occasion. Whoa, that lady. Go,
There we go.
Bertrude.
into the adversaries' pyre.
Oh, geez, she hurts them bad. But yeah, we got it.
Best not get overconfident, Nightwings.
Okay, so you fulfilled their thing. You don't have to worry about it
There we
now
go.
by the looks of it.
Yep.
The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some part starts spilling into the sacred grounds. Uh-oh. You little imbeciles! Stand back, or I might rend you into pieces.
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Quenches the flame.
We'll be fine. Just nuisances.
The fire.
There we go. The
Great.
guilty sister.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Go, Faye!
There we go.
Done.
A little bit of money. Was that it? That was it?
That was it.
Nightwings prevail. Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all.
I don't know if I'll...
It's complete.
You win, blood sister. You win. I don't suppose that means you'll reconsider. You know that I cannot. You are always obstinate. Obstinate?
Obstinate.
Huh. Interesting. But in that regard and all others which count for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. What you offered is meaningless to me. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, farewell. Wait! What of your comrades, the Essence? You must need them at least. Mincing my words as ever, Pamitha. Know that I love you, in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? But my purpose is plain, and you stand in its way. You are a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means towards an end, the likes of which you never would abide. Do you think that you would sway me from my purpose, Pamitha? Pamitha remained silent for some time. No. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth, no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed instead. Just so. So then, you'll understand me after all. Pamitha does not turn to watch her blood sister depart. I thought it was like cold-blooded sister.
What
Oh.
stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?